guys, it's Marine. Welcome back to my little English page. Today is our weekly meeting, the Thursday meeting, and today we are going to learn some vocabulary. Specifically, words that the English language borrowed or stole from other languages. Alright, hi everyone. I see we have quite a few people already in the comment section, so that's super exciting. We have Lolly and Sheriff. We also have Halima from Blackboard English, and it's her birthday, so please everybody say happy birthday to Halima. Alright, who else do we have? We also have Kassam, Alfred, and Cook is here. Yashar is here as well, and Andreas is also here. How are you guys? I don't know if you can hear, but I'm a little bit sick, so my voice sounds a little bit off. Hopefully it won't get any worse and we'll be able to do our Saturday listening practice. But let's start with today's lesson. So, before we start, you know guys that you could become a patron by getting me a tiny little cup of digital coffee. This is actually tea today. Where? Well, all you have to do is go to www.coffee.com. There is a link in the description below. You can just click on it, have a look at it, you know, in case you're curious. And that will also get you a big shout out on Saturday morning and another one on Instagram. And those contributions, guys, go towards improving the content and paying things like the software I'm using right now. Okay, so today, guys, we're going to do two main things. So the first one is we're going to learn 15 new words, okay? Most of them I feel are new words that you're not familiar with. And we're also going to try to guess where those countries are from. For those words, I will give you two options to choose from, and you'll tell me which one it is. And then we're having a look at more words, and this time you have to fully guess what they come from. All right, so everybody's saying happy birthday to Halima. That's fantastic. Awesome, guys. Really good. And we also have Anna Rita. Hello, how are you? Okay guys, so let's jump straight into it. Let's move on to vocabulary. So here we have a bunch of words and I've written underneath. So for example, you can see agile here, and underneath we have two origin options. I will also, don't worry, give you the meaning of all of those words, okay? So the first one that we have is agile, agile. Then we have angst, angst, anonymous, anonymous, anthology, anthology, entrepreneur, entrepreneur. So, I want you guys to have a tiny little bit of time to think about those words. If you know those words, please feel free to write them in the description. Write the definition in the chat right now, okay? So I see some of you are already trying to guess the origin of those words. Good job. Well, I don't know if it's a good job yet. I'll tell you in a minute. So Yashar, is there any other way than PayPal to buy a coffee on Coffee? I believe this is the only way you can do it. I think they're just connected. Okay, guys. So let's start with the first word, agile. Agile. Do you know what it means? So agile is an adjective, okay, and it means able to move easily, quickly. For example, somebody who does gymnastics is usually fairly agile, okay? They can move around quickly, fast, they are flexible, they move easily, they are agile, okay? Now, we'll have a look at what the word comes from after, okay? If it's French or German, we'll have a look at that in just a minute. Then we have the word angst. Angst. You are probably more familiar with this word as deep anxiety. Deep anxiety, okay? You feel angst when you are very, very anxious. Then we have anonymous. I think you know this word. If something is anonymous, it is unknown, it is unnamed, It has not been claimed by anybody. For example, a book that was written and we don't know who wrote it, it's anonymous, okay? Then our next word refers to a compilation, a collection, for example, of books, of stories. Then entrepreneur, this is a business word. I think you're familiar with it. It is basically a word that you use to describe somebody working in business. A businessman, a businesswoman, something like that. Okay? So now let's have a look at what those words, the origin of those words. So Kassem said that the first word is German and Sheriff is saying French. Well, guys, the first word actually comes from... Where is it? It comes from French. Now, most words that come from French actually come from Latin, okay? A lot of European languages like French, Spanish, Italian have a lot of Latin origins. But this is actually the exact same word in French, agile. Okay, so this one was French. Now, number 2, for angst, we either have Dutch or German. Sheriff said German. Kassam is saying Dutch. All right, so we have a mix of opinions here. And it is actually a German. It comes from German. So let's remove Dutch. It comes from German. Then anonymous, I think you guys know. Ooh, okay, we have some mistakes here. Anonymous actually comes from Greek, guys, not Latin. Let's remove Latin. And then the next word, Sheriff, you got it right. Very good. What else? Who else said it for anthology? Nobody else is guessing that one? Well, it is the same as before. It comes from, where is it? It comes from Greek as well, okay? You'll notice that a lot of words that have TH, not all of them, but a lot of words with TH come from Greek. It was a letter, I think, if I remember correctly, it's the theta letter, which looked like a little oval with a bar in the middle. This letter has now become the TH in a lot of languages. And then the last one, I think you know the last one. I saw Sheriff answered that one correctly, and I think somebody else did as well. Koke said that as well. All right, yes, the last one is actually a French word. Entrepreneur said entrepreneur in French. Now, I didn't want to give you the kind of the original word that all of these words came from because I didn't want to completely mispronounce them. So that's why. Excuse me. Alright guys, let's move on to the second slide of vocabulary. So now we have the word glitch. Glitch. Now be careful, the next one is not mopped, it's moped. Moped. Okay? Then we have moto. Moto. Plethora. Plethora. I think I have mentioned this word before. Plethora. I think we've seen it before. And then we have rucksack. Rucksack. The meaning, okay, so a glitch, this is a word that's related to technology most of the time, but if I remember correctly, it originated from radio when there was a little problem, a malfunction. That is a glitch, okay? When something electronic doesn't really work and it's usually temporary, it's easily fixed. It is a glitch, okay? So now then we have the word moped. A moped is basically a type of small motorcycle. Okay, it's a two-wheel vehicle and it's not as powerful as a motorbike. Okay. Then we have moto, a moto. So the closest I found is a maxim or a saying. But if you want a more concrete example, think about Game of Thrones. Each house in Game of Thrones has their own family motto, the thing that they say. So, for example, the Starks say winter is coming. This is something that usually represents the value of a group of people. Okay, a motto. Good. Another example, very often when you go to camp as a child, each camp has their own motto, a sentence or a phrase that everybody says. Okay? So that is a motto. Then we had plethora. A plethora of something means an abundance of, a lot of. Okay, it's a good synonym. It's quite formal as well. Okay, and to help you guys remember, think about where, the origin of this word. Remember what I said earlier about words with th? This probably applies here. Haha. Okay, and then we have a rucksack. Rucksack is a type of backpack. It's usually made of very thick, resistant fabric. So very often when you go hiking in the mountains, you carry a rucksack with you. So it's a big backpack in which you can store and carry a lot of items, and that is quite resistant. Okay? All right, so a lot of guesses going on here, guys. So German, glitch. German, Swedish. Ooh, we have a bunch of different ideas. Glitch, like a computer bug? Yeah, it can be. Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right. So, glitch is indeed... Wait, where is it? I forgot to reorganize that. Damn it. It is German. A glitch originates from a German word. Then we have moped. Moped. Some of you are saying French, Swedish. You're not sure here. Okay, so it is actually... Where is it? It's Swedish, okay? If I remember correctly, it's actually composed of two words that relate to some kind of engine, okay? So it's a Swedish word that represents a type of vehicle, okay? Two wheels, not as powerful as a motorcycle. Then the motto, I think most of you got it right. It is indeed Italian. Very good, guys. It is Italian. It's not Portuguese. Now, I'm having second thoughts or doubts about the next one. Let me just check it. I had it on my notebook, but I forgot to bring it. So let me just check. I'm second guessing myself. 1 second. So you can think about it while I check, guys. Forgot my notebook. That's very bad. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. I was pretty sure it was Greek. Like I said, it has a TH in it. What was confusing me is that later on Latin adopted this word as well. So that's why the origin is sometimes a little bit disputed here. But plethora is of Greek origin. Okay, good. Did you have a rucksack while you were hiking? That's a good sentence. Or while you went hiking. Good. And then a rucksack, guys, what do you think? Is it Arabic or is it German? It is German word, okay? Yes, second guessing, Sheriff. That is the expression that I used just before. Okay, before we continue, guys, it's time to like the video. I know that you like my videos. I know you enjoy them. I know you learn a lot from my videos. But what I don't know is why you don't give the video a big thumbs up. Why? I'm so confused. If you like my videos so much, well, show me that love and thumb it up. Give the video a big thumbs up. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Ha! Alright, that was the perfect amount of time for me to blow my nose. Wonderful. Alright, sorry, I moved on to the next one too quickly. We still have to look at the third vocabulary slides. So the last 5 words for today. And thank you, I just saw a thumb up. Okay, so the first word is a saga. A saga. Then we have skunk. Skunk. Typhoon. Typhoon. Every time I see this word, I think of Mulan. Mysterious. No, that's the dark side of the moon. But they talk about a typhoon at one point. They do. Then we have utensil. Utensil. And finally, wanderlust. Wanderlust. Okay, so a saga refers to a chronicle or a series of heroic events. It's usually a sequence of events, of actions, and it's usually a bit, wow, it's big, okay? I've heard some series referred to as sagas as well. When they're not really a series, but more like a sequence of films, you can use that, okay? Then a skunk. A skunk. So this is an animal and it's stinky. It's black and white. Well, it's usually black with the tail that has some white on it. It's one of the animals in Bambi, if you're familiar with Bambi. I think the name in French is fleur, so I assume the skunk in English is also called flower. And yeah, it's an animal that when they get scared, they will spray something very stinky on you. Now, I don't think they're that common in Europe, but I know they're very, very common in the US, okay? And then we have a typhoon. So this is a type of storm. It's a tropical storm, mostly found in Asia, okay? Then utensil. So utensil is an object usually used for some kind of household, but nowadays it's more commonly, it represents objects that you use for cooking most of the time. So mostly cooking, okay? And the last word here is wanderlust. This is a very, very popular word on Instagram. So when you feel wanderlust, you have a strong desire to travel. And very often when you're on Instagram looking at people's photos on holidays, it makes you want to travel. This is wanderlust. Okay, so now let's have a look at where those words come from. Saga is Old Norse, Sheriff. It is indeed. Very good. So let's remove Italian, okay? Old Norse basically refers to the languages that the Vikings had, pretty much, okay? That kind of language. Then a skunk. So remember what I said. I said they are very, very common in the US. When I was there, when I was living there, remember, so in Europe, when you drive on roads, you sometimes see dead rabbits because they've been run over. In the US, it was very common to see skunks. So this probably, it helps you figure out that it's actually a word that comes from Native American. I don't know which language, which tribe. I just know it comes from Native American language. Okay, then what about typhoon, guys? What do you think? So Sheriff's saying typhoon is Korean. And yes, Lolly, a skunk stinks. It does. It really does. So what about, which one were we looking at? Typhoon? Any other guesses, guys, for typhoon? It's not Korean. It comes from Chinese. Okay, so the typhoon comes from Chinese language. Think about it. Mulan is a Chinese story, and they talk about a typhoon. Okay, all right, then we have utensil. Yes, I think Koke said it, or Loli, sorry. It is a French word. It comes from French. So again, remember most words that come from French, Spanish, Italian actually have Latin origins. Okay, that's what most words come from. We do have a lot of words that also come from Greek, but most of them come from Latin. All right, next we had wanderlust, and wanderlust comes from German. Okay, guys, good job. Well done. Yay! Okay, alright, so let's move on to the next part of today's live. We're just going to play a little bit of a guessing game now. So we have a bunch of words here, and you have to tell me what you think or what language you think they come from. So I'll give you a second, I'll have some tea, then I'll read those words, and meanwhile, make sure to write what you think, your answers, in the chat. Lovely tea. Okay, so the first one we have lemon, karaoke, ketchup, fest, guru, safari, cookie, mammoth, orbit, and tsunami. We have 5 more in the next slide as well, okay? Now, I do remember that at the beginning of the live, Sheriff, you commented that lemon came from Arabic, and that is correct. So it's quite interesting to see, for example, between French and Spanish. In French, we say citron, which comes from a Latin word. But Spanish has a lot of Arabic influence because it's so close. And there used to be, Arabic kings in Spain in the past. Well, I think they're called sultans. So we have a lot of words in Spanish that come from Arabic influence, like limon. Okay? So that's just another example here. Alright, so let's see. Karaoke is Japanese. Yes, Sheriff, it is indeed. Japanese love karaoke, and they take that to a very, very high level. It's super important, super social, super fun. If I ever go to Japan, I'm doing a karaoke there. Okay, then, ketchup is Spanish. Fest is what, Sheriff? You need to tell us. Guru is Indian. Yeah, okay, close. Safari is Spanish. Nope. And then safari is Arabic or French? Yes, safari is Arabic, or it comes from Arabic. Lolly, yes, that's a great one. Ketchup comes from Chinese. I'm surprised you got this one. I was super surprised. Apparently, it comes from the name of a type of oyster sauce or soy sauce, and the name kind of evolved little by little into ketchup. Good. So, Guru, Indian. Okay, you guys are not too far off, but we're going to say Sanskrit, okay? Roughly, you've got the idea. What about fest? I feel like you should be familiar with fest. You should. All right. Coque is saying, no, safari Spanish. That's not what I found. Send me a link with a page to prove me wrong, please, Lolly. Sorry, Coque, sorry. All right, then, what else? Mammoth is Latin. No, you know the origin of mammoth? I was very, very surprised, and I checked several sources, and they all seem to agree. But mammoth actually comes from... You're going to be surprised, guys. It comes from Russian. Yeah, comes from Russian. Well, I guess, it's colder up there and mammoth love cold. I don't know. But yeah, the word comes from Russian. Interesting, huh? Hey, Nishan. Okay, so what else? Any other word? Cookies, Native American? Nope. That's another very surprising origin, I think. Safari is like safar, as far in Arabic. Yeah, okay. Very good. All right, any other words, guys? I'm sorry, my nose is running again. Okay, so what about fest? Come on, guys. Fest, you don't know? Yes, Andreas, very good. German? Yes, okay, here it is. It does come from German. Well done. Good job. Tsunami, yes. Didn't we write tsunami earlier? No, I got it wrong. Sorry. Yep. Tsunami is indeed a word of Japanese origin. Good job. So we have cookie and orbit left. Orbit comes from Latin. Okay. If you're not familiar with orbit, for example, the Earth orbits the sun. It goes around it, okay? And yes, exactly, Anna Rita. It is a word of Latin origin. Very good. Safari and Spanish hunting trip. I just think, okay, the word has been, is used in most languages now. That's the word that people use. But the origin is Arabic. Okay? Alright, so the last one, I'll give it to you guys. I was very surprised as well. But apparently cookie comes from Dutch. Surprising, huh? It is. Okay, so let's move on to the last 2 words today. 5 words. We have the word chocolate, then kindergarten, bizarre, facade, and sapphire. Okay, in case you don't know, a sapphire is a precious stone. It's blue. Facade, it usually refers to like putting up a front, pretending. Bizarre is a synonym of weird. Kindergarten is before school, and then chocolate, I don't think we need to explain. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Can you guess the origin of those words? For chocolate, guys, think about where it was first found. Comes from there, pretty much. Okay, so kindergarten. I think this one you should be familiar with. Okay, so I'm going to give it to you now. Kindergarten is a German word. Okay, that's why it's still spelled a little bit funny. You hear kindergarten, dun, it's a D sound spelled with a T. Be odd, isn't it? It's very odd. Okay, yes, Lolly, you got it. Good job. Sheriff is saying that chocolate comes from French. Nope. No, not every good food comes from French. Ha ha ha. Yes, very good, Sheriff. Bizarre comes from Italian. But I think in Italian, bizzarro, I think that's what it is, or something like that. It actually means angry, if I remember correctly. Okay, so the word has changed a little bit. Bizarre is Italian. Facade is French. It is indeed. Very often when you have words that are foreign and they have a long sound, it tends to be French, like rendezvous, facade. Okay, we elongate the word. I think it's because it makes it sound a little bit more sophisticated. I don't know. That's just how French words are said, I think. Sapphire is Spanish. Nope, it is not Spanish. Cheese at least. Chocolate Spanish? No. So chocolate is actually, I don't know how to say that, Aztecan. It comes from the Aztecs. So in is it South America or Central America? Okay, but it's not the Spanish. But basically the Spanish brought it back because they found the Aztecs, but they didn't find chocolate. It was already discovered before. It was a common, I guess it's a seed. It's a seed that you turn into something. So yeah, surprising, huh? All right, and then sapphire, guys, actually comes from Greek. Yeah, it comes from Greek. Didn't know either. I learned a lot of word origins for this one because I was trying to find more interesting words, not the typical one that you usually study with different origins. Okay? So that's about it for today, guys. It was a bit of a quick, fun lesson. Again, remember, on Thursday, I'm trying to stick to 30 minutes nowadays, and we're right at 31 minutes. Perfect. All right, guys, so that's about it for today. Of course, remember that you could become a patron by getting me a tiny little cup of digital coffee at www.coffee.com, and this helps me pay for the software I'm using right now for my editing software, and hopefully one day to pay for my bills too. Alright, so if you're interested, guys, please feel free to check the description. There is a link down below, and you will get a big shout out on Saturday morning, which, you know, there's a lesson on Saturday morning. It's live at 11 a.m. GMT plus 2, and you'll also get a shout out on Instagram. Now this week, guys, whether I'm sick or not, I will do the live, because during that live it's another teacher who says the fable, so hopefully it shouldn't be too problematic if my voice gets worse. But we have a really cool one this Saturday. The teacher that is that is featured on the channel this week has really done a fantastic job. He even made a little video. So this is going to be a really exciting one. I think you're going to enjoy it quite a lot. So make sure to press the bell button on YouTube to turn on your notifications, because you don't want to miss this one at all. I'll make the announcement tomorrow on Friday, and when I do, please make sure that you go over to that teacher's channel. He's done a complete relaunch, rebranding. It looks beautiful. It's super exciting. So please turn on the bell to stay in touch. Yes. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day, and I will see you on Saturday at 11 a.m. GMT +2. Okay? Alright. Bye guys. Please like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, and I will see you on Saturday. And keep on learning. Bye. Hey guys, so you liked this video, you enjoyed it and you want more? Don't worry, I have over 150 videos on my channel. There's one right here, and there's another one right here. And while you click on those little videos, guys, I'm going to dance for you.